Hello Leo, welcome. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all well wherever you are on the globe and the planet. But this is your reading from the from the 4th of October through to the 10th of October 2021, or thereabouts. It could resonate a little bit beyond that time. But anyway, I've pre-shuffled the cards, Leo, to get your energy into the cards now. So I'll just do a final shuffle now, and starting off with the Moonology Oracle deck to get an overall energy for you to start your reading. But just to say, it is a general reading, Leo, so it will resonate with some of you, but perhaps not with everybody. So leave what doesn't resonate behind, or for somebody else. Also, a quick mention that there's 7 major planets that have gone retrograde or appear to be going retrograde in the heavens at this time, and that's going to slow everything down. But it's a good time for a reflection, review, thinking about and planning. You know what to leave behind now, what's had its day, and planning a way forward. And it may mean thinking about ourselves, or people around us, or situations around ourselves at this time. All right, enough said. There's plenty online if you wanted to look up about this retrograde season, but I just thought I would just very quickly mention it, because the influences of this retrograde season I'm starting to see coming out in the readings at this time. All right, final shuffle of the Moonology cards. So, okay, first of all, to get your reading going, we've got the North Node, and this is saying step out of your comfort zone now. So time to step out of your comfort zone, expand out slightly into perhaps an area that you're not completely comfortable with, but may be necessary. But let's see what this means for you. And then we'll just do some more shuffling of the KTK Tarot. Sorry, I can't speak at the moment, can I? I'm getting all tongue twisted. Well, that's not unusual. I always have been. Right, Leo. Alright, so we have the heart of your reading, Leo, the root of the matter, past influences, what's on your mind at the moment, the future going forward, and then something else the energies would like to say to you or raise your awareness about. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Death card. Which this is signifying that something has ended or has come to an end. It can also be a transference energy, so death and transformation. So we'll see a little bit further, but it would suggest that there's something that's had to come to an end, ready for perhaps the transformation to occur. So let's see. So can we have some clarifying cards for all the cards on the table, please, for Leo? Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have Judgment, Leo, and this is the Judgment call here. It's a time of rebirth, and of course at a time of rebirth, then yes, something has to come to an end, ready for a rebirth and to start out afresh. So so the Judgment call, this is mainly about learning from the past, what's worked well for you, and what didn't serve you very well. What can you leave behind? What cloak can you let drop now that's been shadowing you and holding you back? Let that go now, so you can rise up like the phoenix rising up from the ashes, having learned a lot from past experiences. and get ready for this new opportunity, new beginning going forward. A time of release as well. It's very much to do with, very much in line. All of this is very much in line with this retrograde season we're in at the moment. A time of review and reflection. All right, but whatever it is, it's you're going to be stepping outside of your comfort zone. Okay. All right, Leo. So at the heart of your reading, we have the Eight of Cups and the Page of Swords. And the Eight of Cups, this is a moving on card. Having to leave a situation, either emotionally, psychologically, mentally, or physically, or all four, sorry. So having to leave a situation that had a lot of meaning for you in the past, but it doesn't hold the same meaning, and it's too difficult to stay there. So it's a leaving, and I need to look for you the Ninth Cup, which is wish fulfillment, and you have to leave a situation to be able to go and achieve your wish fulfillment. And of course we've already had the Death and Judgment card here, so the cards are all sort of lining up for whoever this is for. And now the clarifier is the Page of Swords, and this is an immature energy, so there's some form of a combative energy that's been around you. Somebody, a play of words, somebody that practices. You can see the young man practicing here with a straw dummy. And of course the straw dummy can't fight back. So this has been an unfair competition, if you like, an unfair dealing, an unfair situation. But somebody's quite very practiced with their words, and probably can be a little bit immature and unkind and quite blunt with how they communicate. And this is actually caused, for somebody to have to walk away from a situation. It's just too difficult dealing with this on a daily basis. And this is perhaps why you're having to step outside of your comfort zone now, having to leave where you felt comfortable at one time in the past, where all your needs were met, but having to move out of that space now. And I say it can be metaphorically speaking, but there is definitely some movement and change here, and something ending, but a time of rebirth as a result. So what's at the root of all of this? Okay, there you are. We've got the Hanged Man and the Ten of Swords. That's very clear, isn't it? The Hanged Man, somebody being hung out to dry here. You see the dark clouds and the rain coming down, and this man hanging here, he's got his arms folded, and he's stuck in a certain position. He's stuck with a limited perspective on something. So the words that came to mind were being hung out to dry. They don't always when I see the Hangman, but I feel that's the case here, because we have the Ten of Swords as a clarifier, and this is somebody's been greatly hurt, greatly betrayed, stabbed in the back, and it's been a very painful situation. However, and it's one that you're having to walk away from. So we have another walking away card, but here we are. This is the reason. This is the reason why. You know, you've been hung out to dry, whoever this is to do with. And then it created no more movement. In fact, staying there, it was just getting worse and worse. Oh dear, whoever this is for. I am sorry about what, I do feel for you, what you're going through or been going through. This looks like it's been a very difficult situation for you, Leo. So the past influences, yes, we've got the King of Cups and the Seven of Swords here. Okay, so the King of Cups presents, and I say presents because we've got the Seven of Swords, which are the deceptive energy. So there was a King of Cups who presented as being very loving, very kind, caring and nurturing, and offering a lot to do with love within a relationship. However, he was being deceptive. he wasn't, he, she, it's not gender specific, but he, she wasn't what they were presenting themselves to be. They were being very deceptive, and they were just taking. This is a taker, not a giver. Okay. All right. Wow. It's a very powerful reading, whoever this is for. Now, what are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Well, here you are, the Queen of Cups. So, yes, there is a couple here on the table, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Now, this is what you're thinking about. I feel this is representing an aspect of yourself, Leo. Kind, caring, very much in control of your emotions. I always think of the Queen of Cups as just being one step away from the High Priestess. It's very spiritual, very universally connected. Feels things deeply. Feel her emotions. They're felt very deeply. And here you are, the Nine of Swords, feeling, you know, fear-based thoughts going over and over in your mind, feeling stuck and overwhelmed with your fear-based thoughts. But the message of the Nine of Swords is actually your fears are greater than what they actually are. So what you're thinking about and fearful of is bigger than what it actually should be, and that's because it's been going over and over in your mind. And that's because of your Queen of Cups energy at this time, you know, feeling things very deeply. All right, so this is what you're thinking of at the moment. Very, very difficult situation. Right, so going forward, we have the Seven of Rods and we have the King of Swords. So going forward into the near future, the Seven of Rods, this is about defending yourself, standing up for yourself and defending yourself. Defending yourself from somebody or from others who do not have your best interests at heart, and who want to ride roughshod over you and have their viewpoint and their opinions dominating yours. But you are going to defend yourself here, Leo. You are going to stand up for yourself. The clarifier is the King of Swords. Now, this is either referring to the person that you're having to defend yourself against, or this is something that you've got to adopt in this situation. So, the King of Swords, this is he's a strategist. This is somebody that uses logic over emotion. And you see he's playing a game of chess. That really accurately sums up the King of Swords energy. He is a strategist. Now, he's a good player to have on your side, because he can work things out and advise you on your next move and help you out that way. But actually, if he's not on your side, if this is somebody that you're having to defend yourself against, then this is somebody that plans ahead. He doesn't come from any form of emotion whatsoever. Pure logic and strategy. So this may be referring to the person that you're having to defend yourself from, somebody that is very logical, very much of the mind, and is very strategic in his moves, in his decisions, in his planning, to try to win this game. If this is not the person that you're defending yourself against, then this may be saying this is what you need to adopt and do now as you defend yourself. Become more strategic, Leo. Think ahead, plan your next move. It could be a combination of both those energies. And perhaps like with a game of chess, it takes two players, and so it perhaps is you are dealing with somebody that's strategic, but perhaps that's what you have to be also in this game of to and fro. Okay, so what would the energies like to say to you? Okay, well, we have the Lovers and we have the Queen of Swords. And the Lovers, this, yes, this is very much about a relationship. But the Lovers is also about making a decision, having a choice and making a decision. And the Clarifier is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords takes no prisoners. She doesn't suffer fools gladly. She's not a bad energy at all. But again, as with the King of Swords, she doesn't allow her emotions to cloud her decision making. So she will be very forthright. She will cut away that which no longer serves her. And I feel this is what the universe is saying to you, Leo, is you've got to adopt the Queen of Swords energy here. And you've got to cut away that which is no longer serving. You've got to make a decision now. You've got to make a decision, make a choice. But you've got to stand up for yourself, I feel. I feel you, if you are in contest or in competition with this King of Swords energy, and that who is trying to hem you into a corner and win the game, then you have also got to adopt the a Swords energy here, Leo, and make a decision within. I feel it probably is within a relationship. Okay. And that's why you're going to be stepping outside of your comfort zone. This is not your normal way of doing things, of dealing with situations, of relating to others. However, sometimes we do have to step out of our comfort zone and adopt the Queen of Swords energy to deal with something, especially when we're up against the King of Swords energy, which I feel that's what this is saying. Okay. All right. Could we have 2 final messages, please, for Leo to conclude this reading? 2 final messages, please, for Leo to conclude this reading. Okay, so what we have here is cleansing water. So purification activates vibrant life force. And wondrous universe, walk in beauty. Cleansing waters. Now this is about looking after yourself, Leo, at this time. Very important. And whether it's getting close to water, whether it's having a massage, having a bath, a shower, whether it's just, there's a need to get rid of the debris that's built up around you. But it really is nurturing yourself and looking after yourself now, however you would want to do that. Very important. And also, you're very connected here. The universe has your back. We've got the planets here, currently in major ones in retrograde motion, or appearing to be so. And it's a wonderful time. It's a beautiful time. Walk in beauty. It's a very important time. It's a time of getting to grips with what's gone, what needs to be let go of, and which way we're going to go forward now. And some of that is stepping outside of your comfort zone, Leo. But here we are. The universe has your back here. And walk in beauty. So, okay, so obviously a very difficult situation, whoever this is for, Leo. But the universe, the cards, the energies, have provided a map here of a possible route and way forward, whilst also acknowledging how difficult it has been for you in this situation. But there's something ended, and it's judgment time now. It's time of rebirth, time of learning from the past and letting something go. But yes, I can see that there are still some challenges ahead for you, which is why you do need to nurture yourself and look after yourself. But it's a need to adopt the Queen of Swords energy now. Become the strategist. Use your sense of logic. Don't allow emotions to cloud this situation. and it's to do with the relationship, I feel, for whoever this is for, and it's about making that decision now going forward. I'm going to leave it there, Leo. I hope you've had some meaning from and clarity, and hopefully some support from this reading, which is the whole idea of doing these readings. And good luck going forward, and I do hope you can join me again in the future. Bye bye for now.